At last, a land where the soul may breathe free. This shall be a city of brotherly love. No more cramped alleys of London. Here, every man shall have air, light, and a garden. Penn sought not to take the land, but to share it. A treaty made without an oath and never broken. Brick and stone shall be our defense against the fires of the old world. The river brought the world to Penn's door, and the city grew rich on the bounty of the sea. They came for the freedom to believe. Quakers, Germans, and Scots, all equal under the roof of peace. Penn's grid provided the lungs of the city, wide squares where nature was never far from the doorstep. A city is not just walls, but the life that flows between them. Winter tested the iron in their souls, but the city of brotherly love stood firm against the frost. Enter, friend. My home is but a reflection of the peace we have built here.
Fire was the ancient enemy, forcing the city to think of better ways to protect its citizens.
The world is welcome here. Your skills shall weave the fabric of our future. Penn knew that a free soul must also be an educated one. Knowledge became the city's second currency.
It is no longer my experiment. It is a city of men. May they keep the peace.
William Penn left a grid of streets. His successors built a metropolis of stone and ambition.
He arrived with 3 pence and a hungry mind. Philadelphia would provide the rest.
Every sheet we print is a seed of thought planted in the streets of Philadelphia.
In the back rooms of taverns, the city's leather-aproned men began to rewrite the future.
A book is no longer a luxury for the rich. Now, the city reads together.
Franklin's Philadelphia sought to conquer the night, turning dark alleys into safe passages.
Science was not a hobby, but a shield. The city learned to catch the lightning of the heavens.
To care for the sick and the poor, another piece of the holy experiment, built in brick.
By the 1750s, the city of brotherly love had become a titan of trade, a jewel in the Atlantic crown.
Heat for the home, with half the wood. Small inventions made a great city livable.
Here, the secrets of nature were unlocked, and Philadelphia became the center of the American mind.
They tax our paper. They tax our thoughts. But they cannot tax our spirit.
The bricks were laid for a provincial government, but the room was waiting for a nation. A city of light, of books, and of brotherly love.
Let them come. We have printed the truth, and the truth cannot be unmade.
12 colonies met in a hall of brick, finding for the first time a single voice against an empire. When the bell rang, Philadelphia listened. It was the heart that beat for all the colonies.
In a quiet room on High Street, the ideas of the Enlightenment were forged into a weapon for freedom.
56 men signed their names to a dream, knowing that in Philadelphia they were choosing either a nation or a gallows.
The world is new today. We are no longer subjects. We are citizens.
The cradle of liberty was silenced by the tramp of redcoat boots. Philadelphia waited in the winter shadows. As the enemy arrived, the city's voice was spirited away in the dark, hidden in the heart of Pennsylvania.
They have the houses. They have the food. But they do not have our hearts.
Just miles from the city center, the fight for Philadelphia turned the autumn air into a storm of lead and smoke.
The tide has turned. The city is ours again, and the experiment continues.
Returned from exile, the bell was raised once more to speak for a nation that refused to break. War left scars, but it opened the doors. Philadelphia was now a player on the world stage. A second revolution was happening in the same room. Not of blood, but of laws and logic.
It doesn't say we the states, it says we the people. We are one nation at last.
Penn's holy experiment had become the anchor of a republic. Philadelphia, the cradle where the future was born.
10 years, Philadelphia Arthur.
In this city, even the coffee tastes like revolution and reform.
The experiment was tested by fire and pestilence.
Out of Penn's grid rose the temples of finance, anchoring the economy of the young United States.
The power moves to the south, but the ideas, they will always belong to these streets.
The voice that proclaimed liberty eventually broke, but in that crack, it found its eternal fame. The promise of brotherly love evolved as Philadelphia became a sanctuary for those fighting for true equality. Penn's green town transformed into a giant of iron, building the machines that moved a continent. A century after the signing, the world returned to Philadelphia to witness the magic of the American miracle.
The bricks are old, but the stories are forever. Philadelphia remains the custodian of the American soul.
It no longer rings, but its silence is louder than any anthem, a symbol of liberty for all mankind.
The grid remains, a foundation for a city that never stopped growing, never stopped loving, and
I saw a city of brothers, and here it stands.
Philadelphia, the cradle of liberty, the city of brotherly love, where the experiment began.